many different topics, not just those that reinforce their beliefs. They're not afraid to examine different points of view. In fact, they welcome the chance to strengthen their own convictions through study and analysis. So don't stop learning just because you're out of school. That's when your learning really gets fun. Why not start today by checking out our website? We're at families.org.au.
89.9 The Light.
Looking for a breakthrough? Searching for some answers? In need of a little support? One prayer is all it can take. The Light Prayer Wall is always available to anyone in need of support. You can submit your prayers or come pray for others in need right now at the Light Prayer Wall. One prayer could change everything. Visit thelight.com.au.
89.9 The Light is launching a brand new podcast, Father Figures.
I'm a dad.
I'm a dad. Two guys that have got 8 kids between us.
And there's that Little and Smelly. Little and Smelly's cute. Big and Smelly, not so much. And we're trying to figure out how to help them into their adult years.
I also think that the kids are trying to help us understand adulthood.
Hosted by Justin Michael and Heath McSolvin, Father Figures is a podcast designed to help you as a father.
Parenting's tough enough with the expectations that you imagine are out there. But if you can maybe imagine that everybody's in the same boat, sometimes it helps me to think no one knows what they're doing. But doing it in community actually is going to keep you afloat. It's going to keep your children afloat. So I hope that we can become part of that conversation for people's community of parenting.
The Father Figures podcast with new weekly episodes.
So we're hoping that our mistakes are your lessons.
Available now on all streaming platforms.
It's never too late, and there's always someone ready to listen. The Light Care Line is ready to support you. Call 9583 2273. That's 9583-CARE. The Light Care Line. There for you every day. The 9 News Simulcast. 89.9 The Light.
Breaking news from Hawthorn for you shortly, but first tonight in sport, Carlton will use last night's loss to Brisbane to fuel their hunger through the off-season. Adamant they've got the players to win a flag. Midfield gun Sam Walsh also revealing how Michael Voss gave the Blues a stern talking to post-match. Caught napping at the Gabba, the Blues touched down in Melbourne with heavy hearts. Their best laid plans for 2024 now in ruins.
It's just not what you want to happen in a final, and I think everyone was pretty flat obviously after the game, but hopefully that can fuel our hunger for next year.
Midway through the second quarter, the contest was as good as over.
So 60 on the board for Brisbane, nothing for Carlton.
Mauled by a Lions side in almost every facet of the game.
I feel like we probably just didn't match their intensity enough. I think that game probably summed up a bit of our year, like just too inconsistent, not hard enough to play against at certain times.
And Michael Voss was rightly furious, Walsh revealing some of what the coach had to say in the rooms as the Blues prepare to pick up the pieces during what's destined to be a long off-season.
Fair bit of talk about the hunger that it's got to create, but just how this year hasn't been to the standard that we wanted to for various reasons. I'm not going to go in depth on that, but it was pretty pointed, which was good.
The contrast couldn't be more extreme at Sydney. The Swans on an almighty high after that comeback win over the Giants.
Mills fashions a kick back towards the wing for Heaney!
But it's what happened immediately after that hanger that prompted a warm response from Isaac Heaney's mum, Rochelle. I'd like to give Jack Buckley a hug and thank him for Isaac not landing on his head. Okay, now to Hawthorn, and they have been dealt an early setback ahead of Friday night's semi-final with Port Adelaide. Defender Sam Frost copping a season-ending injury. Nat Unides is live for us with the latest. Nat, what's happened?
Clint, the defender suffered a stress fracture.
To be an 8-day
Likely to be joined on the sideline by Will Day. He's still battling that collarbone injury, and the club